Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. We're going to start by pulling some archetypes. These are going to give us a general roadmap. We have the one here. I feel like this reminds me of the movie, The Matrix. You are the one to change everything. There's darkness around, but still you can find the light within here. We have the siren. This is a very powerful feminine sign. These symbols, archetypes actually give us an idea about who's coming our life, who's leaving our lives, who's helping us along the way, or maybe who we're becoming and what we're letting go. We have a shaman, powerful creator here. Actually, alchemist. We can put shamans as alchemists. They can actually take one energy, turn it into another one. I'm gonna pull one more. We have the wow. This is really strange because this set, even though I shuffled it, came with, I think, Gemini energy. And if you have Gemini in your chart, you definitely need to go check that one. If you have a Gemini you're dealing with, this might be a message also from them. Shaman is someone who actually transforms energy. It can be someone taking love and like turning it into like, or taking one flower, turning it into a bread, taking passion and turning that into love. And it seems like this can be someone who is going to really dedicate themselves to you. Here with the siren, we have the seducer, the femme fatale energy. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. So I feel like this can also be an energy that you need to embody. It's not in a negative sense, but seducing, first of all, yourself and believing that you are the one who can change everything and create everything you desire. And also you're the one, you know, that the one in the Matrix, the movie, actually controls the code of the movie, and he can even change the way those things are happening. It seems like here you are the one and you're really exploring it, maybe through your feminine energy, your sensuality. Another thing with the shaman, I interpret shaman as someone, I told you, they're not really creating anything out of nothing. They're taking the four elements and turning them into healing or learning, and also connecting with the other world of spirits and asking help and bringing help to this planet. It seems like also the vow is, this can be you dedicating yourself to the cause, to something that you want to create, and actually using all the power that has been given to you like a shaman in order to make this thing happen. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, the karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power, and there is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops and commitments, okay? So basically, there's commitment showing up here, Pisces. I feel, like I told you, there's some energies connected to the Mercury. Gemini is Mercury, and the Gemini is the magician, and we have all these here, the masculine and the feminine. The shaman is also a feminine energy, but again, more masculine than compared to the siren here. Your ability to bring these energies together and being committed to be the one, you will create amazing changes, especially during this timeline. I see here there are mountains in front of you. They might be facing some obstacles, but it seems like they're going to get steeper as the days go by. You might maybe want everything to get easier, but it's not about actually being average here. And I see you now, I look at you, you see that you're on top of the mountain. You can see the eyes and the mouth here, and there's a baby even beyond back. You might be even helping others, or you changing your destiny is changing the destiny of your not the ancestors, the ones that are going to be following you. I see that the purpose is actually not getting by, it's about upgrading here. This can be, I'm going to give the examples popping in my head right away. Maybe you are working in a very competitive environment and it's calling you to go after something higher, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to, explore new things. However, the path is leading you towards there and you are way bigger than you think. You are much more needed than you think there, okay? You have the baby on your back. You are the one carrying this thing on your back, even though you don't realize it, because it's like you're seeing here very lightly. I see a letter M as in Mary. It can be in someone's first name or the last name. I see a letter V, J. Jake can be the name, Jason, Janice, G, GV, VJ. I don't know if there's like a name like that. Seems like here, when you start climbing up the mountain, I see that you're going to come across with someone on your own level. This can even be a dating scene. Can be, that's why we have the siren here. Maybe you are going into the dating scene, and after you go through a couple hills, you're going to reach to the top of the mountain where you're going to find your equal there. Equal doesn't have to be specifically financially equal or what. It can be mental equal. If you're on the mental level, you're looking to the same future with someone, you can align your energy together. And it seems like the higher, the better that you feel, confident that you feel about yourself, you're going to attract someone similar to that vibe, okay? So if you're getting something, wanting to have something on a lower level, and it's pushing you to a higher level, it can be even like an elevator level, guys. If you're maybe working on the first floor and you want to get to the third floor, you got to act like someone who has that they're working on the third floor, okay? This is not about your worthiness. It's not about that. Don't take it the wrong way. You're worthy of everything that you desire. But sometimes expertise can add on. That can be like an additional booster. Another thing, I see number 8 here with like a Z, 3Z, and 8. I know it's strange. New Zealand, NZ, New Zealand. 3 is creativity, 8 is material satisfaction. Maybe some of you are actually going after material satisfaction, and that will require you to get on the elevator, basically, okay? Elevator can be like looking for more, searching for more, looking for an upgrade, like learning another skill. It can be any of those things. And I see when that happens, you're standing here pregnant to your new future, and an angel comes in and it just plants a sword in front of you. Sword is an idea, inspiration, something, maybe your ability to speak your own truth with that idea. It seems like here, this idea can be your creative outlet. This is going to actually help you get your heart's desire. The pregnancy can symbolize in this picture that something that you're already brewing in your mind, in your body. And then the sword comes in, it is going to be your self-expression, putting it out there. It can be anything. It can be an art form that you're actually exploring. It can be a book that you're writing. It can be in your job, maybe one more thing, extra knowledge that you're going to obtain will help you elevate to a higher position. It can be in life, the way you're expressing yourself in between your friends and family. It is going to elevate your position. But the thing is, some of you are giving birth to something new. And I see here there's a chunk of money attached to a man with a cloak. Someone who has a certain power can be even showing up to give you the support that you need, okay? Either way, it's looking very good. And I see that you're walking away with a feather on top of your head right there. Feather can symbolize knowledge, can symbolize also angels watching over you and protecting you. So day to day, during your walks, if you see any feather anywhere, okay, falls in front of you or you find it, pick those up because those are signs and symbols. It's a symbol for you. Know that you are always taken care of and your message is on the way, okay? Your message, your highest good, which I see there's also a smiley face here for you. Some of you might find yourself inside of a crowd while you're following the path, which is going to lead you 3 different pathways here. I don't think these are optional. This can be even the places that you need to travel back and forth. The crowd can be the people you're delivering something, or it can be the people that are like learning from you if you're teaching anything. Either way, that can be calling you to different places. The three different paths can symbolize roads that you're going to travel, or it can be symbolizing maybe virtual travels that you're going to teach people. I even come across a group of ladies. They're on YouTube doing lives every day through religious teachings. On top of that, a manifestation through religious teaching and trusting that God is always working through us. So that's something they don't even know that I'm following them, probably because they're just a small 6 ladies. They're talking about that. So it can even be something that you're actually like gathering people together and putting it out there as a live and people picking up from it. Okay. It can be something that is serving to collective good. And what happens is what you put out is always comes back to you. Okay. And I see there's a person here, a woman taking care of a masculine figure. Some of you might be even leaving that patriarchal someone in the past. It doesn't mean this person was a bad one for you because they're laying down. I feel like you're taking care of them. Some of you might be even taking care of an older gentleman, maybe. And it seems like the feminine figure can represent you're giving them gentleness and compassion here. And maybe it is also someone that you're going to say goodbye to very soon, okay? I don't really like to talk about this kind of things, but it is showing up here. So I usually interpret patriarchy as authority, as maybe something that you've been attached to. For example, maybe a mortgage that you have been paying for 15 years. It can be coming to an end, and I feel like that's why I don't think this is a person. This is a situation that you're saying goodbye to when those 3 pathways open, which can be interpreted this way. Maybe you're getting multiple sources of incomes from multiple directions, which will help you pay off something that has been prolonged for a long time. Okay. Let's dive into your soul system now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see here a massive fish, guys, with a tail. You can see fish is a good sign. It's a big wealth opportunity. Maybe these 3 paths are attaching towards one fish right there. Your desire has some time. It comes really fast with the progress and then pauses along the way, and then it just keeps picking up from where it's left off. As Pisces, I know that you don't really fall into despair too much. You can always find hope in the darkest places. However, this pause, oh, that's a hangman situation here. Maybe you are actually going to feel a little sad about this, because that's what happens to the hangman, the Pisces. He speaks his truth and they hang him upside down, but that changes his perspective. Now he has a different solution to the problem. He sees things differently now. So that can be the pause. Maybe your expression is not going to be appreciated right away. But it is also going to help you see different solutions and aspects of certain things. I see a letter S can be in someone's name. I see the sword again here. This is your idea, your want. This is your word. You're speaking it and bringing the fish there. The fish has a face here, a human face, a fish face here, a human face here. So this can even be through a person. You are getting that manifestation, that material success, okay? What do I see here? 10 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands meaning that you try to do everything by yourself. Because you show up as shaman here who transforms everything. That's why maybe you want to do everything by yourself, because you're the one, you're the siren, you're the shaman, and you made a vow to make things happen. But the thing is, the 10 of Wands is also not a positive thing in the long term, because you get burned out. We have here Hanged Man. We're starting with him. Spirit of the mighty waters. This is your energy. So before anything gets accelerated and fast movement happens, you might have to take this pause in order to see things differently. There's also, if you ever read a Course in Miracles, there is a part there that says, I intend to see this differently. So you might have a situation in your life that is in your face, which is causing you to lose hope, maybe lose your confidence to yourself. You can repeat that as an affirmation, and what happens is the divine actually intervenes and helps you see the blessing in that situation. Okay, you can repeat that as an affirmation and say, I intended to see this thing differently, and you see the enlightenment around your head happening when you see that. We have Princess of Swords. So instead of like a king energy, it seems like tells you to, yes, you're rushing into a new one. This is Page of Swords. You're creating ideas, throwing it out there. And then what else do we have? We have all these snakes here. They represent healing, and one of them is a dead snake, so something of the cycle in the past, you're leaving in the past. It is like a fast movement happening, but maybe you're not taking too much of the responsibility while you're rushing into the things, or you're not really creating a circumstance that you need to take a lot of responsibility. This can be you have an idea about creating something that belongs to you. You're turning maybe something, metal into gold, ash into, I don't know, it's just a washing. It's actually, ash can be used for cleansing, spiritual thing. It can be turning the beeswax into a candle. Yes. But the thing is, instead of doing it in like massive amount, you're just trying and testing one thing at a time. Okay, that's what the Page of Swords energy is. We have the Star. When you follow that, it is going to, wow, the firmament. I keep hearing the firmament because they sent a rocket ship, and they say that it's not really possible to break the firmament. Basically, I heard that a lot. But the thing is, you showed up here as a daughter of firmament, which we operate under it. This is a term, I think it's just in the Bible, and it says there is a firmament above the sky, and it just keeps us separate from the space, basically, which is the atmosphere, maybe even more things that it has. We don't really know much. But the thing is, the daughter of firmament here, you are really powerful under the earth as well. That's what actually tells me. The star energy is wish fulfillment, basically. So when you step into your desires after the pause, after you change your perspective with small steps, but in a fast way without delaying, star is going to be your wish fulfillment under the sky. On this earth, you're going to start creating your heart's desire. Well, makes sense here. It means that the more committed you are to receive your results, the faster you're going to see them. We have the Hermit here. After the fact, what you can do, Magus of the Voice of Light. Magus, I feel like, is the magician of the Voice of Light. The Voice of Light. Light is the creator of all that is, where our hearts, our souls are made of light. So it seems like here, you might even experiment, like after your wish is fulfilled, you might even become the voice or like the mender or manager. Magus can be the someone who actually takes the light and turns that into something else as well, like the shaman here. The Hermit energy is also getting quiet and reassessing things and coming up with a new plan and assessing what we see in the regular tarot. The Hermit has a star in his lantern. It means that after your wish fulfillment, you need to contain it, and you might have to think through about that, okay? This can be, for example, maybe you receive something that is very valuable. It's about you discovering how to protect that, okay? How to invest that, how to use that. Maybe if this is like information, you're going to sit down, quiet your mind, and figure out how to protect it, basically. Nine of Swords can be wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups on the bottom. Okay. During the pause time, you might have this kind of like a massive fear of losing what you have or not being able to get what you desire. Okay, that's Nine of Swords energy. But Nine of Swords also has solutions inside of it as well. You see all these negative stuff is in there, but you also have the Nine Swords. Those can be your fear. Those can be your tools to actually overcome the fear. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. On the downside of it, the pause, even though it seems like something truly scary, turns out to be your wish fulfillment. Satisfaction is going to be involved. So it's about maybe being patient and being brave during the time of pause. That's going to be important for you to see immediate results. We have Eight of Cups here. I want to see if there's another card. Eight of Cups is, okay. Basically, Eight of Cups is emotionally walking away from something that is not really serving you anymore. This can be a mountain that didn't really appreciate you. This can be a mountain that you climbed, but you didn't really get your heart's desire. You see it's something you truly want to have, and you realize, oh no, it's not even close to what I want. It is about walking away from that situation emotionally and detaching, so the higher power can deliver it in the best way possible. I feel like here Princess of Swords is actually going towards another new thing without dwelling in what didn't even show up, so it can rearrange itself in the way that is useful for you. Star comes with High Priestess. Your desires are going to be supported by the universe. There's massive victory, but also knowledge. You're going to use some internal, intuitive, and also book knowledge in order to get the star happening. And we have Three of Wands here. Hermit contains the star because you're going to go on another adventure. You're not going to stay where you are. You're going to expand on that. That's why you need to contain what's coming into your life and learn how to protect it first, okay? Let's see what else we have here. At the end, I'm going to pull a crystal for you. You have so many crystals here. We have a diamond, a ruby, another diamond right there. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. I think the sixth, we have the root one, the sacral, solar plexus third, fourth is the heart, fifth is the sixth is the third eye. Okay, so basically the High Priestess is not only delivering solid book knowledge, but she's also going to help you receive some intuitive guidance, third eye, and foresight. You can call upon Archangel Metatron if you're having a hard time to connect with that power. Seems like he is ready to deliver it, but the angels cannot, because we have human beings free will. Angels cannot really intervene, okay, as long as we don't ask for it. If you ask for the help, they will deliver. Magician in the mirror. I feel like this is a shaman. And what is he doing here? He is actually using the powers of the elements and looking at the mirror. Mirror work is very powerful. So whatever you repeat to the mirror, it actually becomes your reality. So make sure that you are repeating something that you want to see in your life and behind you in the mirror also. And this is basically stating that you are the magician at this time, and whatever you speak to the mirror, it is working. First chakra is root chakra, which is your earthly needs being fulfilled. Again, you can call upon the Archangel Michael. Michael has a sword. I think Michael is the one who actually manages the earthly structures as well, like the winds and the rain and all that stuff. So if you need any rain, if you need any wind change, it can be in the, not in the physical, but in the winds of destiny. You can call upon him. He wants to help you out. We have storm warning. Okay, that's why you should actually ask for the help of the Archangel Michael. So even the storm comes in, he will be supporting and protecting you, okay? So that's why the Magician in the mirror also shows up as well. Magician can create barriers, can create, like, think of the Magician as also a contractor. Like, he can take maybe even like expert of mason. He builds the wall. So you build the wall carefully, and then the angel will bring you to the materials you need to build the wall, and make sure you're making it solid. It is reflecting who you are, your personality, and your strong ability to weather the storm. So you wouldn't get fazed by this, okay? This is your crystal, purple and magenta. We have rose aura quartz, heart's desire, love and divine. This applies to all zodiac signs and sun and the moon. We have the moon and the sun showing up here for you, aligning with that. The energy of love vibrates on a soul level, penetrating the body through its many layers of tissue all the way down to the cells. This quartz is a crystal of love with the ability to shift one's sense of self, provide nourishment for your growth, and transform fear, with Nine of Swords, and doubts into unconditional love, creating a strong bond to the universe. Basically, you're receiving intuitive guidance is coming. It's going to be heart related, and third eye also going to be involved in there. So you might receive some intuitive guidance, but you need to give yourself the space to receive more of this love. Okay, that's all for today. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more right here. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.